I have just opened up a $500,000 Bitcoin long trade, and I'm coming to you from on the road to bring you this emergency Bitcoin update because Bitcoin is right now bouncing from a very critical level. And if we hold this level, we are going to see a new high, a breakout of this ascending triangle pattern. So I'm going to be walking you through the price action, how I'm actually managing this open trade, and what I expect to see in the coming days. So make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell for notifications because we are bringing you the most timely and the juiciest Bitcoin updates here on YouTube. We need to build a little bit of context here. The Bitcoin price right now is in a very bullish trend, and we have officially broken up above this $31,000 level, which is taking us back inside the fair value zone for the previous bull market. Why is this so significant? Well, once the price comes above the previous value area low, which is this blue line here around $32,000, it becomes more probable than not that we make our way up to the highest volume node of the range, which is here around $38,000. Once we are trading above the high volume node of the range, it becomes more probable than not that we make our way to the top of the range, which we have right here around $49,000 to $50,000. And so because we're in a very bullish trend right now, the probabilities say that there's more of a chance that we get another 15% move to the upside to test that $48,000 to $50,000 level than we get a move to the downside. Now, when we take a look at some of these smaller term time frames, let's say the 4-hour time frame, we can see something very significant. That high volume node around $49,000, $50,000 is also the target of this bullish ascending triangle pattern. Now, a lot of people are looking at this maybe as an ascending triangle. Some people are looking at this as a symmetrical triangle, saying it could break either way. I want to talk about why I'm feeling a little bit bullish right here. Now, first of all, in the Casper Crew VIP Discord, the only two trades that I was interested in this week was a short trade from around that $43,600 level and a long from $41,353. The only two trades I'm interested in. Price is chopping around. These were the only two trades that we were interested in the Casper Crew VIP Discord. And of course, we came up to the short trade. Boom. Entered into that juicy short trade, locked in a juicy profit, and now we have been patiently waiting for us to come down to the long trade setup, and boom, we have taken that long trade setup. As you can see, I have locked in a take profit 1 here, as I've also mentioned in the Discord group, and I am now holding this trade either to get stopped out in a profit around my entry or hitting a new high. And I want to talk about why I'm feeling a little bit bullish on Bitcoin right now. So if we take a look at the chart, we can see that on the 4-hour time frame, we are printing extremely bullish divergences right here as we are coming down to tap once again this very important trend line where we've been making higher lows throughout the entirety of this range here, where we basically been trading in a bullish, in my opinion, I'm looking at this as a bullish ascending triangle pattern. Now, if you don't know what a 4-hour bullish divergence is, it's basically the price is making a lower low like this, and the momentum wave is making a higher low like this. Now, there's two very bullish things about this 4-hour time frame. First of all, yes, we have that bullish divergence right here where we have a nice juicy left momentum wave and a skinnier right momentum wave, strangely resembling a set of uneven gluteus maximi, where you can see clearly here, we've got ourselves a nice juicy left butt cheek here, and then a nice skinny right butt cheek. And actually, we can just superimpose these butt cheeks onto market Cipher B to see very clearly that they line up literally perfectly. I mean, there is no denying the resemblance that we see right here. Squatting and deadlifting with bad form due to tight right hip flexors will actually lead that left glute to become much larger than the right glute. This is called a bullish divergence. And these tend to play out very, very powerfully. The second thing we are seeing right here is as we are consolidating within this pattern, the money flow is getting higher on the 4-hour time frame. The 4-hour money flow is extremely, extremely powerful. When that money flow is getting higher over time, especially when these momentum waves are also getting higher over time, this is showing us that there's going to be a significant move to the upside. Now, there's one last really bullish thing here that is getting me a little bit excited about a move upwards. If we take a look at an order flow chart here, we can see that throughout the entirety of this range, we have seen a large amount of short trades opening up. Okay, a large amount of short trades opening up. How can we tell? Well, we have two indicators down here. Number one, we have our CVD, and number two, we have our open interest. CVD is telling us are traders longing or shorting. All right, if this line over time, this green line is getting lower, That's telling us that there's a large majority of people shorting more than people longing. And the second indicator we have right here is called open interest. Now, the open interest is telling us our new trades opening or our new trades closing. Now, throughout the entirety of this consolidation here, we can see a general increase of open interest over time as we are consolidating in this triangle, while the large majority of the trades opening up are, in fact, short trades. Okay, so we're seeing people shorting here, and yet the price is not able to make a lower low. Why is this so significant? Well, the market is moved by the market participants. If there are more buyers than sellers, the price will go up because think about it. If people are buying something, the market cap of that asset is going up, which will therefore increase the price. And if people are selling something, well, the market cap of that asset will go down. Money is coming out of the asset, which will decrease the price. And so when you see a discrepancy like this, where there's a lot more sellers than buyers, and yet the price continues to make higher lows, what is the only explanation for this? The explanation is that there are bigger players. We could call them whales, right? I'm going to draw a nice little whale here. There are bigger players like this whale, and they are actually absorbing those short trades. So as people are trying to short because they're getting very, very bearish right here, there are big players filling up big buy orders. Every time somebody hits that sell button, they're literally throwing money into this whale's limit long order, and once this guy has his order filled, then he's going to push the price to the upside. Now, again, this is why I've been so interested in taking a long trade from this area throughout the entirety of the week. This is why I posted it in the VIP Discord group, because we were watching this bullish CVD forming, and this is a make it or break it moment for Bitcoin right now. This is a make it or break it moment for Bitcoin because we are in a very clearly defined uptrend. And as long as we don't lose this low that we made right here back around $40,000 on the 11th of December, we are still in bullish market structure, which means if we hold this key level right here, the probabilities right now are that we do break out and that we do hit our next key level of around $50,000. Now, this is where things get very, very important because I do believe that we are going to see a big pullback from around that $50,000 level. Why? Well, because it's our next major area of resistance right up here. When we take a look at this volume profile, this is going all the way back to the very beginning of 2021. This is the Fibonacci Golden Pocket retest from the all-time high on Bitcoin to the low that we made in November of 2022. It's also the value area high of the range that we have traded in the previous bull market. And when we take a look right now on some of these higher time frames, such as the 3-day down to the 1-day, we can see that we are starting to see the money flow and the momentum waves kind of tick down here, right? Giving us a little bit of a bearish direction here. And the reason why this is so significant is because when we are coming to very key areas of resistance on the chart, we need to be prepared for a pullback. And this is the 618 Fibonacci level. And if anybody's unaware of the 618 Fibonacci level, well, the 618 Fibonacci level is my high school crush. Her name, the 618 Fibonacci, is actually 6 Juanita, okay? I had a huge thing for this chick. I thought she was into me. Turns out I was in something called the friend zone. I didn't really know what that was at the time. She was simply using me because I was basically letting her copy my homework and my tests and my labs in biology. And so basically she was passing high school because of me, right? And so when I asked her out on a date, she rejected me. She gave me the hand, she gave me the face. I thought we could live happily ever after, get matching tattoos, start a family. That was not the case at all. In fact, she wasn't even looking at me at all. She was looking at another man. She wasn't into nice guys like Jay Casper, no. She was into bad guys like Sam Bankman-Fried. Now, this is a picture of Sam Bankman-Fried hanging upside down, and notice something actually about his breasts. Very uneven, kind of like our friend with the uneven butt cheeks before, but this time it's his man boobs, uneven, hanging upside down. The money flow and the momentum waves getting lower on the man boobs as the price is getting higher as we ask 6 Juanita out on a date. And would you look at this? If we kind of take a look here at Market Cipher B, we can see that potentially we are setting ourselves up for the upside down Sam Bankman-Fried pattern as we hit this target. Now, keep in mind, the ETF news is going to be coming out very, very soon, and that is probably going to give us a short-term volatility pumperoni and cheese up to around that $50,000 level. And once we get there, although I do believe the ETF is extremely bullish, and I am very, 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 very bullish on Bitcoin for the entire year of 2024 and the beginning of 2025, I do believe we do need a pullback to make this move up healthy. And so when we come up here, if we see Sam Bankman-Fried, we do need to be prepared for a pullback down to $38,000, or really fill all of these, this massive amount of over-leveraged longs, basically get out all the over-leveraged longs, fill the inefficiency down to retest this very important zone of support where we can look for a long, literally the long of the bull market, to get into that bottom to actually take Bitcoin to a new all-time high. So this is really what I am looking at to happen right now, especially if we are going to be holding this level of support. Now, a huge shout out to the Casper crew. We patiently were waiting for this trade setup here. As long as we are holding this series of higher lows, I am going to be looking for that $49,000 level on Bitcoin. The only way I will get bearish now is if we actually lose this $40,000 level. If that happens, we need to be prepared for a fast move down to $38,000, and if we lose that, we need to be prepared for a fast move down to around that $31,000 level right here, which is the major support resistance flip. Basically, this is the key support around $30,000 right now. Anything there or below is a massive buy opportunity on Bitcoin as we head into this new market cycle. And here's one last thing, guys. If you are in the Casper crew, and if you are following along with the trades that we take, we are catching these levels. We're catching the highs, we're catching the lows. We gave the short setup as well from that exact top at $44,540, which is a trade that I am currently still in. So I am short right now also from that exact high, as you can see right here. And the reason is because we gave that setup in advance, understanding that this could be the top. So the way I am trading this right now is, yes, I am bullish. Yes, I am looking for new highs. But I also understand that if we start to lose this low here, we could dump, which is why I have taken the short trade from this level, setup given in advance. That is why I've taken a small profit here, but I'm still holding the rest of this trade. Have $129,000 on this short trade right here in case we actually start to lose this level, and then we could see those very swift moves to the downside. So these are very exciting times for Bitcoin as we're waiting for that ETF news. Very exciting times as potentially we're about to hit that $50,000 level. Guys, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, because we are giving you the most timely updates right now. We are at the bottom getting the bounce right here, looking for this new high. God bless everybody in the name of Yeshua, Jesus, the Messiah. Even if you are not religious, I hope you and your family are super blessed. Hope you had a great time with your family during the next week, and hope everyone has a really great, healthy, happy, and new year. And I'll see everybody in the next video. Peace, y'all.